Hi there, gals and guys. Welcome to Jeb Adams' channel, and I am Jeb Adams. This is Singer 404 that I'm calling David for now, and that was the name of the guy I bought it from. What I'm interested in, of course, is the motor. So I'm going to have to take off the hand wheel and get that off so that will free up the top of the motor, which is right there. You can see the spindle right there by my thumb in that cavity there. And there we have the gears and the horizontal arm shaft going down to the nose end. So anyway, I'm going to get to work on that right away. And this machine was another unexpected purchase. I got this in Ottawa, Ontario, a couple of weeks ago. I was able to cross the Ontario border from Quebec into Ontario because buying and selling it's commerce, so it's permitted. How's this doing? Is this coming off, or what's it doing? Oh yeah, I think it's unscrewing. Yeah, it's unthreading. There's a lot of thread there, and I just want to zone in on this for my own information here, just to really see that this clutch washer, it has 3 nubs. There's 1, 2, 3. So, and there's a little indent there ground into the top of the plate. As you can see, it's a little dusty, a little messy, a little grimy, but nothing critical, nothing too unusual. So I'll take that off. You know what, I think I can just do it that way. So there's the washer, there's the hand wheel, or as Singer officially calls it, the balance wheel, and there's the gear on the back, the Tectonite gear on the back, so that has to be cleaned. It certainly isn't as clean as the 414G. So I'm going to put those things right there together. And now I'm going to go, well, while we're here, we'll take a look again. Let's see what we can see. Get some light in there. So yeah, you can see there's dust and grime. There's some fluff. There's some fluff right there, some fluff there, and in there's grime. I can push it off with this little wooden stick, but I'm not cleaning it really. It's all gunked in there. So yeah, it just needs a regular cleaning. So anyway, we'll go down to the bottom of the machine, and we can see it's still oily and greasy from the original oiling that I gave it. I'm glad to see that. There is the serial number is right up there. AN144247. So I'll look that up and see what date range it was allotted and manufactured in. So yeah, it's been really oiled well and greased well a couple of times. This is the, let me get aimed up here correctly, and this is the bracket. This is the screw for the bracket that holds the motor in position. We have to take this bracket off to get the motor out. There, that wasn't too bad. It was snug. There was a little bit of a snap there. So we've got the mounting plate and the long screw. So that's the first thing that comes off. What else can we see down here? Now that motor's in there a little snug. It's not like the 414 was, where it just slipped right out. I remember on the 414 I tried to pull this plug out and the motor came out. So I was kind of hoping that would happen here too, but I don't think it's going to. So I'm just going to, and a little push with my thumb is not going to render much success. Oh, you can't see me anyway. So let's get this back in view. Yeah, they get gunked in there, you know, and so it's difficult to, you know, to pry them out or try and pry them out or wrench them out or whatever. I just want to try and maybe loosen it a bit. Give it a bit of a, you know, a push or a little bit of pressure. Maybe it's not that gunked. Oh, it is. It is. Well, that's good. I'm glad that, well, that came right out. Maybe that one will come out too. Well, let me see if I can hang on to the contact here. Is the contact going to come out? No, it hasn't. Maybe I can get these pliers in here. Maybe you guys will hear the helicopter going over. This is really downtown Montreal. We get a lot of helicopters here. Well, not a lot, but a few. We get a lot less since COVID-19. Now I'm going to try and hit the... I can't really get in there with that. Can I do it with the... There, it moved. So there, it's come down. Okay, so these wires, that's the way they unhook. I thought this was a plug, but these are actually the receptacles for the contacts. So I can try and gently, yeah, it's coming, there. So they're out of the way now. So, why isn't it coming now? Well, it's going in. There. We got it. We got the beast. And what does it say? It says PA9-8. And most of my other ones are PA10-8s. So, now we know from previous experience that the best way to get these motors taken apart is to start right here with these two screws. This one here and this one here. And on the other end of these screws are these screws that hold the brush caps in place and the brushes. And this screw and this screw, as we've seen before and as we will see here, and we will see here, they both screw into the same nut. So this is kind of like reminds me of the push me pull you. So anyway, let's start with this one up here. That one down there was already kind of loose on that bushing cover. Do I get it? Yep, that one's loose. Okay, so that one came off already. And now we'll just continue undoing this one. Okay, so this just came off the end of this screw, right? When it's together, it goes in like that. And then we have this screw that keeps the cover on, and it sits on there like that. And then now we'll take the, and we're going to look for an insulator in here that fits in. It fits in on the other side of this thing because there's contacts, these contacts, the insulator goes behind those contacts. We don't want these contacts to charge up that and maybe charge the other thing we see. And first of all, let's see what's going on here. Let's take that off. Here's the shim right here that lines up the two halves of the motor housing. So I'll take the shim out. And what I'm looking for, oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the insulator. It fell out. And it goes right, it's made to, it's cut, that bracket is inset, it's cut inset so that that can sit right in there, and then the insulator sits in there and it protects from charging that with electricity. Looking at this is a little bit dirty. The copper wiring, the wrapping, it is grungy. Here's the commutator, which needs to be cleaned. The wire, you know, the copper wrapping, and what I'm going to see if I can, if I can just pull this forward and make sure it doesn't, okay, it fell out. Beautiful. And then I'll pull this one forward and it fell out as well. So these brushes look okay. You know, they look pretty clean. There's not a lot of carbon dust on the carbon brushes themselves. This tube is a little mucky, a little dusty. This one too. But there's plenty of brush left there, and they're in good shape. They're not soaked in oil. I'm happy to see that. All these wires are good, and the contacts look good too. Even the, let me aim this again. All these wires are, let me move that back a bit. All these wires are in good shape. So what I'm going to do with this is I'll end up spraying the whole thing with electronic contact cleaner. And the same with this. This will get a good soaking in electronic contact cleaner as well. What I was saying earlier before the camera shut off automatically is that these drilled holes, this is to adjust for the alignment for the weight so that everything spins correctly, so it spins true, so it's in a straight line. We can say this is this is not the chrome that I'm used to, and that's not just dirt. That's like a plastic or something, I think, but we'll take a closer look at it once we get cleaning it. So that's what's going on there. This is another insulator, a bigger insulator, and these are really fragile. They're kind of a plastic or whatever, but they're 60, 70 years old. So you have to be really gentle with them because they're kind of dried out and not as vital or viable as they used to be. I'm just going to leave that in there for now. So now I've got the motor apart, and I'm going to have to clean that. And likewise, I'm going to have to clean the hand wheel. Now that I've got the motor out, it'll get serviced, and the hand wheel will get cleaned, and also that area up inside where the motor goes and where the hand wheel goes on at the top there, we'll get that all cleaned. It was covered, so it never you know, this stuff never gets cleaned unless it's pulled out because it's hidden, you know. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial on the motor, and I'm gonna get to work shortly here cleaning this up and getting it put back together again. So I'll see you in the next video. Briefly, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. I'm pretty much going to, I think I'm going to go to a Friday posting schedule. I know it's Sunday today and this might not even publish until Monday, but I'm deciding between a Friday and Sunday. Right now I'm going to publish this coming Friday. So if that changes, I'll let you know on Friday. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you have learned something, or you have something that's helped you here, or that is interesting to you. Ciao, amigos.